Well, welcome back to Tropeacetic, and we've got ourselves a new series to get started. Now, I've mentioned this before, but there's a couple of things to mention before we start. The first one is there are two series within my list, ironically, the previous one and this one, that aren't strictly named game series. We just finished Neverwinter Nights, which isn't part of the Neverwinter Nights series. Instead, that is part of the BioWare series. So when BioWare comes up again, it's going to include, in addition to Neverwinter Nights, things like Mass Effect, Dragon Age, you name it. This is one of those. We have Gust as a pretty prolific developer of a series of games, which I believe this one is sort of their flagship. At least that's kind of the way that I have been made to understand it, which is where we go to next. I've actually never spent any time with these Gust games. I just know they're prolific and they seem to be loved games, although their very your mileage may vary style. Next thing I gotta mention is, I don't know if they're gonna say the name here, the very first word in the game or not. I tried looking up the proper way to say it. When I've seen it, my brain has always said Atelier. However, when looking it up, it seems like it's Atelier and Atelier based on if the speaker is French or English. So what I'm saying is, be prepared for me to say that every single different way. I apologize. It's not meant to be annoying. It is just that I don't have a familiarity with this. So this is Atelier Marie, and you notice it says remake, subtitle The Alchemist of Solberg. So this is a remake of the 1997 game, as you can see in the copy right below there. And I'm pretty nervous in going into it. I'm nervous for three reasons. Nervousness number one, of course, is just a lack of experience with this series. I don't know what kind of natural breaks there will be in this, so I won't be able to necessarily tell early on, especially about when I should go ahead and call it an episode at that point. Second thing is that it seems like the Atelier games have really changed things up from game to game. Mostly it seems somewhat like a progression, a more linear style progression, where the early games were very time management focused, in that over time that has sort of fallen out to where I've even seen people mention some of the more recent releases don't rely on any time management whatsoever. And then three is that while this is the first game in the series, I did see a lot of people describe this remake as bringing it more in line with the way mechanics work in the later games. Obviously, I don't have an opinion about which one's the better way that I like the games in this series, but it might mean I'm in for some really bumpy rides, if not during this one, whenever I get to the sequel or something like that. Last thing that just occurred to me is the RPG-ness of it also seems to be all over the place, where I could very well be recording this right now, not knowing until 3 episodes later, no, this game just isn't good enough for me to actually make a tropeacetic thing. I've had to get rid of episodes before. I didn't lose them. I got rid of them. I'm hoping that maybe if I reach that point, this can just be addition it. It can just be Brian dipping his toe in a series he's never dipped his toe in before. We'll see. I don't know what to expect. At the moment, though, I am approaching this as if this is going to be a tropeacetic thing. With all that out of the way, let's get started. I already messed around with some options because it did not read my display size correctly. The music in the background is the remastered music, if anybody's curious. I did listen to this opening theme a bit on the original. It's definitely got the spirit of it. I think this is a pretty good rearrangement. We have a mode to select. Normal mode is how Atelier Marie was designed to be played. The graduation exam, I didn't know we were going to be tested, is limited to 5 years. And when that time is up, the ending will play and the game will be over. Oh. Recommended for players who like to plan out their moves within a time limit. I don't know if that's me or not, to be honest with you. Unlimited mode is a special mode where the game can be played beyond the graduation exam time limit. From the 6th year on, the game can be ended at any time. That's recommended for players who want a more relaxed experience. I see the advantages of both. But it also makes me think even more, this may not be the right kind of game for Tropeacetic. This may be an unexpected dish in it. I'm going to start with this normal mode because it's how it was designed to be played. If I really like it, I can go to unlimited at some other play at some point in the future. But because I don't know, I don't really want to take the chance. You know what I mean? So we're going to just stick with normal here. As sure as I can be is how I will answer that question. I love the colors. I didn't know it wasn't in English. Or wasn't dubbed, I should say. Within the city lies a grand academy for training would-be alchemists. Even the residents acknowledged the brilliance of every student in attendance. There was, however, one student who failed to make the grade. Rumored to have earned the worst scores since the school's founding, this student was named Marlene, or Marie for short. I'm assuming it's Marlene. It might be Malone. Malone. I don't know. It's Marie to us. She was on the verge of failure when she was provided with an atelier for a very special exam. An atelier is an item? Oh, I looked this up. Atelier means workshop, I believe, is what I came away from that. The exam was simple enough. Use alchemy to create an impressive tool within 5 years. Interesting. It's like a PhD program. Though success was far from assured, another failure. This certainly won't be easy. I thought the ... was the sentence was going to be continued, not, oh, she failed again. How is she sleeping with that hat on? Could the day she becomes a praiseworthy alchemist truly be on the horizon? I'm curious if the original game, when it was released in '97, used polygonal characters or not. I may have to turn the voices off at some point, because if they're not going to be dubbed in English, then it's just going to be a distraction. So here's Ingrid, and suddenly we've switched from polygons to two-dimensional art, which looks very good. Tons of detail. This is Ingrid. Your grades are the worst in the history of this academy. You should know at this rate you won't be able to graduate. ... Which is why you will undergo a special examination. You will be given some coin and a shop to run. So this is just restating what we just got with that narration. In 5 years' time, I will assess one item you have created. If it is of adequate quality, you will graduate. If not, you will die. Well, I'm sure you get the picture. I guess that was an eep. It's not how any eep I've ever heard has sounded. This is a very nice looking game. A dream? More like a nightmare. And here's our first tutorial. I'm afraid to hit the escape button or any of these other buttons to see if I can just get rid of that dialogue. Graduation exam. Your 5-year test to determine whether you can graduate starts today. Make an item that Professor Ingrid deems worthy within the time limit. Not just anything will do. Only a high-rank item can wow the professor. Check an item's rank via container in the Y main menu or through the guide. Speaking of which, I do have an HTML game FAQs guide up to the side, but I'm sure I'll be using it to reference from point to point. Traveling from the Atelier. One day will pass if you leave and return to the Atelier. Okay, that reminds me of a game that I suddenly cannot... Remaster. I think Remaster worked a similar way. Make sure to get all your shopping and chatting done before heading back. Yeah. The desk in the Atelier is where you can save and load game data, okay? When the date changes while in the Atelier, the game will automatically be saved. Pressing left while out in the world will perform a quick load. Quick loads load your last manual save. If they're saying what I think they're saying there, I need to absolutely make sure not to mess around with the D-pad because it sounds like I can wipe out progress. If any of the various... I'm assuming, especially if there's Japanese dialogue, knowing that Japanese developers tend to prefer confirmation, I'm sure I can avoid that actually happening, but it scared me, as you could tell. If any of the various features become confusing, refer to the help section in the guide from the main menu. I almost said the main menu. Okay. We use the door in the Atelier to go to the town. And I can close it like that. Can I reopen it? Oh, I should see. First thing I said is I should not just randomly press things on the D-pad. What's the first thing I do? Is I say, I wonder what pressing up does. Now we know it gives me that log. Okay, does the main menu let me do options? It does. Cool beans. Audio. Yeah, because I definitely did not see anything that said that I could change the language. It looks like this isn't something that was just dubbed. There's another series I love that didn't dub voices either, which is fine. I get it. That's got to be expensive. Okay. So at least that won't interrupt me. Let's take a look at, so we've got story, equipment, and formation, which are currently blocked out. I see month, day. I don't know what aught means. Is that time of year? Could that be autumn? Because it is the first day of the 9th month. That's when my autumn begins. 4 years left. Got it. Upper right. Scrolls makes me think if this is an alchemy game, maybe we're talking about number of recipes. 0 faces. We have no face. 3,000, what I can only imagine is money. Reputation I kind of get. What I think is knowledge, though, I don't. I wonder what that's about. I'm starting out as level 3. I have HP and MP. And what I'm guessing is fatigue. So let's see if we have anything in the container. We've got stuff, and we can break it out by type. Ingredients, synthesis, consumables, equipment, key items. Ingredients are also in the consumables thing. So we're just going to keep it on all for the moment here. What do you mean by guide? Oh, interesting. Okay. So we've got some holy water. It costs MP to use holy water. Heals one person by... Heal 1, reduces Marie's fatigue. Potency 10. Spinach, I know all about that. Heals one ally's HP and raises their physical defense. So this is specifically for fatigue. This is for HP. Also raises defense. Interesting. HP or potency 25. And I'm noticing they've got icons that are the same, like a little cabbage kind of icon or something there. Bamboo, but this one doesn't heal. This is a synth. Bamboo grows fast and straight, so it's used in growth medicines. Okay. A magic herb, also a synth, actually called Ton. It earned this name by being so useful. Okay. Dub thatch herb, my favorite wrapper. Affinity for one, I'm guessing, or afflicts one. Oh, it inflicts. Affliction against one inflicts sleep on one enemy. Hey, if this does turn out to be tropeacetic, look, sleep. Fest. A white. It's a white gem found almost everywhere. It's surprisingly hard, especially for me, because when I saw it before I read that it was a type of gem, I said they look like cheese crumbles. I thought it was feta. And this is a rainstone, rank 2. Looks like there's 8 ranks. Also a synth, a charm used to summon rain, made from polished ligen stone. Okay. I just want to take a quick look at how this guide is looking. Okay, so when you hit items here, what precisely are we looking at when we click on them? Oh, interesting. You can see what it's dropped by or where you can gather it. So, okay. Gotcha. It's interesting we have the names of some things we haven't seen before. So, Laugh Cap being one of them. We've seen magic herbs. We haven't seen a green neutralizer. Oh, wait. This says you need utensils. Oh, boy. This is feeling like it's not necessarily the type of game for me, in the sense that, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Obviously, we're going forward. I've always been curious about the series because I know that it's beloved. It must be. There's so many of them. I can't imagine they're still making these otherwise. So, and then this is what I thought we were going to be getting. Should I keep you guys with me while I read through these? Yeah, what the hell, why not? All right, status displays the current party stats. The numbers in the parentheses are the base values, okay? The actual stats equal the base value plus the amount increased by weapons and objectives. Character's level. All stats go up as the level increases. Special attacks may also be strengthened. HP 0, they're KO'd. MP is to use items and special commands, also used for synthesis. This makes me think, I'm assuming synthesis is how you are making your alchemy stuff, which would mean that it takes MP to do the work you're supposed to do. Interesting. I should mention I did load up WeMod with this. They seem to have a ton of cheats on there. Nothing's on because I don't know in what way I'm going to end up cheating at this game. MP, now if I'm right, definitely seems like one I might consider. Physical attack makes sense. Physical defense makes sense. Same for magic attack and defense. Speed affects the time delay between turns, not necessarily a turn order. Yeah, here we go. Knowledge. Required for reading the references in the library. It's increased by listening to rumors in the city and obtaining new items. Okay, that's interesting. Reputation is required for reading the references in the library as well and triggering certain events. It's increased by completing quests. That makes sense. Fatigue accumulates when synthesizing items. It decreases the success rate of synthesis as it accumulates. Ah, okay, gotcha. We can press the R stick while outdoors to display a map. These are their icons. Various rumors can be heard from people around town. Listening to rumors increases your knowledge. Some items can be used in the field. We press right to open the menu, which I think is how I got into here to begin with. Or no, I pressed Y for that. Seasons, here we go. The seasons change every 3 months. Not only can changes in season be seen in the field, but the ingredients available to gather from spring to summer differ from the ones available from autumn to winter. Question that I have about this, because of the way that they said it, are there 4 seasons but 2 ingredient seasons or not? Because I'm curious about, could you also say the sentence that spring to summer has different things, just like summer and autumn have different things? I can't quite tell because of the way they constructed that sentence. We don't need to worry about that. We don't need to worry about that or that. Okay, here we go. As the days pass, HP and MP recover and fatigue decreases. Fatigue decreases. It doesn't say recover, so that one may not go back to 0 every time. Okay. We've learned stuff. It's a different menu when you press right. This is the Y menu. This is the right menu. And it's telling me, so these are the heal 1 items. Everything else looks like it's ingredient based. I'm trying to move with the D-pad. So let me check here. I found the wallet I thought I'd lost. Got 100 coins. Oh, so we should see. Yeah, 3,100 now. Okay. Whoop. Wrong button. Oh, okay. I was wondering what that was about. Oh, hey, look. In the bottom right, it actually tells me this and everything else. Ah, nope. I keep hitting the confirm button. Okay. It's pretty snappy. Barrel. Why? I don't know why it's... Oh, you can access the guide quicker that way, when you're in here at least. Diarrhea. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. A normal chest filled with utterly normal things. Yes, who is it? Oh, hey, Shay, what's up? I heard about your shop, Marie, and came to congratulate you. Thanks, but I'm only borrowing it for my graduation exam. Oh, okay. So, what are you going to make here? Well, this is a magic item shop, so maybe medicine? I guess it's hard to decide. Medicine sounds good, though. Oh, right. You've always had a bit of a weak constitution. Okay. Yes, about that. Actually, never mind. It's nothing. I'm rooting for you. Stop by Sky Tavern if you ever need help. Sky Tavern. Tutorial story. Need water already. I just recorded a demo right before this. Review Marie's experiences and event information via story in the menu. Okay, so that's open to us now. The events tab lists happenings around Solberg, as well as Marie's past experiences. Press Y to check annual events in Solberg. Oh, interesting. Okay. Learn new information about those events by talking with people. Check the event list for status information and tips on how to trigger events. Okay, if an event isn't occurring, check this list to find out why. Okay. May not need a guide, I wonder, because they seem like they put a lot of stuff in here to help you out. If any of the various features become confusing, refer to the help section. We've already done so. Okay. I keep trying to move with the D-pad now. I don't know why. Let's leave. Do you get actually 365 days in a year for this game? This is Solberg, the city where you live, with the ever-present rainbow over the fountain. All of the city's facilities can be accessed from the central town square. The Sky Tavern, where you can pick up quests, is down this way. And this road leads to the academy. Items can be bought and sold there. Here's your mini-map. Oh, when they said outdoors, I was thinking like world map or something like that. They mean just out of your shop. Okay. We need to talk to people, right? Sir? Sir, you walked right through me. I cannot talk to you. Oh, there is a world map still. Almost walked outside trying to talk to that guy who had nothing to do with me. For a second there, I thought she was wearing, like, Beats headphones. Really interesting design. Well, that one's talking about Pac-Man. So I'm thinking those are the only people I can actually talk to, is the ones... The people who want to talk Pac-Man are really the people that I want to talk to. Everybody else in the world, if they're not talking Pac-Man, what are they talking about? I heard an eclipse is when the sun plays hide and seek. Ode to our education system. Why does that have to tell me that? You use items that monsters have dropped? Yeah. Alchemists synthesize stuff to create different things. Huh. You're very interesting, sir. Let's go to this academy. Alright, now we get the tutorial. You know what? I'm going with it. The tutorial of the Academy of Magic. This is the Royal Academy of Magic, called the Academy for short. How interesting. Certain items can be purchased and sold at the Academy shop, and that includes references, which teach valuable alchemy recipes. If you've got some money saved up, prioritize buying these first. Also, the items that can be sold here change every 10 days, so check back often. Hiring party members. Okay, some folks around town can be hired on as party members. You have to pay them wages, but it'll be worth it when a fight breaks out. Having a higher friendship with these people lowers the cost of their wages. Okay, cool. Improve friendship by exploring with them and fulfilling their tasks. Does she use a feather duster? Is that person's weapon that I'm seeing? If any of the various features become... Oh, it's going to tell me that for each one, I guess. Looks like Shay is visiting the academy. Let's try hiring her. God, why am I going to the D-pad? Okay, so here's some info about Shay. Friendship is 95. I don't know out of what, but the wage is 0. Marie, is something wrong? Let's gossip. I buy medicine here often, but I never feel any better. We're going to hire you. Of course, though I don't know how much help I'll be. Neither do I. All right. Now she's got a thing here. Okay. Who is this person? When you sell your items, keep an eye out for good prices. Okay. Yeah, we hired Shay. You have to keep telling me that. Whoa, classrooms and research labs are this way, but I don't need to go there. How do I know that? Aula! Welcome. We've got all your school needs from ingredients, there's an S there, to synthesis tools. So... Yep, they definitely have. Interesting. And then these are the references. I think that tutorial was trying to say you want to buy these first, which makes sense. It looks like you can't even use something or even let alone try to make it until you've read the reference for it. Let's buy the first one because it's not expensive. Now, here's what I'm curious about. Did it add to here? Doesn't look like it did anything here. So let's go here. Oh. I guess I just have it. Okay. I just noticed formation. What can't be used unless the... Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Okay. So first line raises physical and MDef by 20, but reduces magic attack and physical defense by 20. Interesting how they decided to balance those out. Second is standard. She started back here, so magic attack and physical defense, so I think we're going to keep her there. So her special one cannot be used unless a particular staff is equipped, and that's only for her. Yeah, looking at those stats, she's definitely a magic person. This person seems a bit more... Oh wait, does it change? Like if I do that? No. Clean sweep deals physical damage to one enemy. Well, they also start her up front, so we'll keep it that way. Okay, I don't know if I really accomplished anything by doing that. What are we checking here? Some strange powers keeping the door to the library shut. Okay. Let's go to that tavern next. Now that you have a party, you can safely explore the outside world. You're ready to go to a gathering area, so let's go get a quest, which can be accepted at the Sky Tavern. That's where I was going next anyway. Whoa, I'm so sorry. You okay, miss? You have to be careful in such a cramped place. He looks like the Yu-Gi-Oh guy, doesn't he? Sorry, it's my first time here. I'm glad not everyone's scary. The name's Reuven, just a humble adventurer. An adventurer? We slay monsters, hunt treasure, and escort folks. At least we think it's that. We might hunt folks, slay treasure, and escort monsters. Adventurers find work and travel companions at this tavern. Interesting news is also posted on the wall over there. If you've got the coin, I'll go outside the city with you. There are plenty of adventurers, but none cheaper than me. I'm not leaving the city for now. Maybe some other time. Just let me know. Oh, I've got business to take care of. Later. Alright, the Sky Tavern is where adventurers accept quests from Salberg citizens. You can also take on quests for coin rewards, and you might want to spend some of those coins to hear valuable rumors. Quests can be accepted from the tavern owner. Actually, let's take on a quest right now. Seeing some of the elements of this a little bit more, I do start to feel like, no, this we really are doing a... Oh, don't do that, cord. Let me move this. We are really doing a Tropeacetic episode, I feel like now. What's this person got to say? You can get handsome rewards for completing quests. You get ugly rewards for failing them. Come on. Let's talk about some rumors. I can't believe we gotta pay for rumors. Sometimes completing quests will be rewarded with items instead of coin. Oh, we gain knowledge from that. He doesn't have any more from me right now. Report, there's no active quests. Quest info. This is all I got right now. Which quest will you take? The only one you've got right now. So, it's to deliver craft. Giver is the Sky Tavern, so this dude right here. Required item. I don't know what these are. I have 0 out of 3 and 0 out of 6 of them. Takes 4 days. Okay, there probably is a 365-day calendar. I guess I just assumed that everything we make is ready the next day. The effect of whatever this thing is to deal physical damage to one enemy. So it's an item, an attacking item. Reward 510 rep. Okay. That one, I guess your level is high enough if you want to do it. Agenda? Oh, interesting. I'll do it. Good luck. If you miss the deadline, the reward will decrease. So I'm curious if that synth time is saying 4 days because that's how much time I have, or if now that I've requested or I've accepted it, if it's 4 days left. Agenda. Quests accepted at the Sky Tavern are recorded in your agenda. Completion status will be displayed on the right side of the screen. Oh good, does that help you keep track of what you need? That would be awesome. Take care not to forget about the quests you've accepted. If any of the various features become confusing, refer to the help section. Why do I keep reading that one? I'm just so used to just reading. Huh? Oh, there's some kind of notice posted on the pillar. Notices provide vital information, so be sure to check when a exclamation point appears. I was going to make a sound, but I didn't know what the right sound was. Like with my own mouth, not with, the Metal Gear thing. Great. All right. So let's check this. Lost items, monster hunting, Sky Tavern has you covered. Is that it? Great. I'm real glad they pointed that out. What's this dude's deal? Flair rarely comes here, but she's cute, huh? You are too. Old man? That's a rumor? That's a rumor. Okay. I don't even have words. You're all set to go. Alchemy needs ingredients, so let's go find some. We can access the world map to move to the nearby forest gathering area. Going along the south road leads to the world map. There is something about this central area in south is how you leave that makes me think of Alexandria, Final Fantasy IX. What's this way? Shay's house is this way, but I don't need to go there now. I just needed to know what it was. Royal Castle. Oh wait, can I go to the Royal Castle? I just turned around assuming the answer is no. Let's go in. It's Disney World. The castle gate is closed. I guess I'll just have to head back then. Couldn't have just, told me before loading up the image. I don't think I need to go this way right now. Walking on things. A weapon shop. Okay. I love how it doesn't tell us about this. Weapons and armor can be bought and sold at the weapon shop. When fights aren't going well for you, try buying and equipping some gear. Equip weapons and armor via equipment in the main menu. Now I want to say menu every time. There's some good character to the music. This one really got my attention. Yeah. Formation is key. Mages in the back, fighters out front. Ladies, get down. Speaking of ladies, I think that these games are also interesting in that they mostly focus on... Oh, it's just the Okay. I thought something started shimmering. It's just a dust effect in the atmosphere. Okay. And it made me forget what I was saying, so let's just talk to this guy. Got some good stuff here. Cheap, too. So... Oh, I have a wood staff that I'm equipped with. And there it is. +2 Paddock, +3 Matic. Versus the Staff of Legend, which is extremely expensive. For her, I can afford her Fancy Duster, which will give her +10 attack. We're just going to go with what we've got for right now, just to see... what it is. Oh, did we open a new thing? No, I don't know why I thought we opened a new thing. We're still super tutorial-y here, so let's go ahead and just leave like they told us to. That's an interesting look. It's sticker art on top of watercolor. I like it. And I like that the castle still has a shadow coming off of it, too. You can move to various gathering areas on the world map. We're going to go to the nearby forest. It's a good thing they named it that. Hold the cursor over the gathering area to see information about it. Any hired party members must be paid wages when embarking on explorations. Also, days pass when moving between locations. Okay, now the 5 years seemed like a ridiculous, way too much time. Now it's not feeling that way to me anymore. Alright, so recommended level 3. Good, it's what we are. No wages have to be paid. Doesn't cost any time to get there. Unknown enemies, there are some resources, including the ones that we need. I find it interesting that that third ingredient, or resource I should say, has that SPR SMR lettering below it. I don't know what that means. Okay, let's go. Oh my god, that's literally what she said. All right, let's start looking. It's a very pretty game. Very charming. Ah, this feels nice. What a great place for a little nap. Also, too, noticing the orange, yellow, light green hues to this. I wonder if I'm going to... I've said it before, I love seasonality in games. Is it going to look different each season? Because I love that kind of thing. What a nice place, or what a great place for a little nap. That won't do, Marie. There might be monsters around. I can't read. I was kidding. Even I wouldn't. Speak of the devil. That's a wolf. That's not a monster. Be careful, okay? Right. Whoa. Didn't expect that transition. Enemies also lurk in gathering areas. Touch an enemy to start combat. That's how you start combat with me, too. You just come up and touch me. If the HP of all enemies is reduced to 0, you win. On the other hand, for you, you lose. The following commands are used to direct your party members during combat. We're going to try performing a normal attack with B. And then you press your target with A. Whoa, okay. So a normal attack appeared to have just been magical. Normal attacks will be your primary offense option. They aren't very powerful, but the next turn will come around more quickly. Okay. That makes me think of... Oh, God. What are those called? Something with a G. They're definitely on the list as well. Oh, with the Grandia. I think that's how the Grandia games dealt with that, too. Okay, but we're going to have Shay here just be a tank, apparently. Damage taken will be reduced until the next turn comes around. What's that impact for her speed, though? Because I'm seeing in the lower right the turn bar. Now we can use an item. Items must be equipped beforehand to be usable during combat. Nobody told me this. Your equipped items are displayed on this screen. Try using the Dub Thatch herb. What does this one do? Oh, it makes him go to sleep. Okay. And it did. Now we're going to have Shay do a special attack. Clean Sweep. Nice. Special attacks are more powerful than normal attacks. However, they consume MP and extend the time until the next turn. Although it doesn't look like it matters in this case, because the turn order appears to be the same at the moment. Now let's take down this wolf while paying attention to the remaining HP and action order. Interesting. I swear she just took exactly the same amount of damage between... I just noticed there's an auto battle option. Same amount of damage between her defending attack and the other one. Something else, next to the item using icon, there's an up and down button. Down appears to be to flee. What is up, though? We're going to press that. Oh, in battle, you can change your positioning. That's actually really cool. That's a very cool and simple way to do that. I wonder if it takes a turn. But we're just going to finish this guy off. Whomped. That was a critical hit, apparently. All right, we got levels. Oh, Shay is low leveled for here. Okay, now we know. You okay? Yes, I think so. I'm glad you're all right. And I'm glad you're here. This would have been tough alone. I'm happy I could help. What do we do now? Your tutorial now. Gathering areas are where you gather ingredients and fight enemies. There are many different gathering spots in these areas. Pressing A at a gathering spot will gather ingredients. Gathering spots related to quests will have a quest icon. Nice. 1 day passes with each gathering attempt. Holy crap. Like, now I feel like we don't have enough days. I went from thinking like there's way too many days. Keep track of your deadlines. Yeah, crap. How many... Combat starts after you touch an enemy or swing at them with A. Or X. Wait, which one did that say? Can I go backwards? I can't. If the swing hits, you can make a preemptive attack. Yeah, that's why I really need to know what that answer was. After combat finishes, you will spend 1 day gathering at that location. What? If any of the various features become confusing, noose are needed to synthesize a craft. Explore the nearby forest and collect 6 noose. Okay. Yeah, now we have no time. All right, we need noose. I kind of just want to walk around. So I see those 2 blue bouncing icons. Is that telling me those are just collectibles in addition to the shimmering that they're doing? Or are they also saying, no, these are like quest things? Those don't look like quest icons to me. And see, that's 3 different things. I've only got 2 things really, and only 1 to collect. So yeah, that's how that works. Okay. I can't believe gathering takes a day. I thought it was a day for each trip and we just get everything like massively done here, but no. We obtained an item and gained 15 knowledge. We only got 2 noose from that. I need to double check how much time we have. For that quest. How do I look that up? Wait, what? Okay, we don't have to worry about an annual event until a month from now, but I know it told me. I know it told me that I could look at this stuff, but where? Oh boy. Starting off rough. I can't even do the simplest things. Okay, X is swing. I forgot to look at that. I'm surprised swinging doesn't take a day. Oh, there's multiple sections. Yeah, because it's day 2 now. This is really gorgeous. This is something I can just get lost in. Like, I'm glad I had a good night's sleep, though. This peaceful music combined with that, no way. It's like watching Bob Ross paint. I hope Bob Ross is the right name. Got 2 more. Oh, the 4 out of 40 is my inventory space. I wonder if that stuff is expandable. All right, 6 noose have been gathered. Head back to the Atelier to perform the synthesis. So now it says synthesize craft times 3, so I'm guessing 2 noose to make one of those things. Because I don't remember how many... Oh, here we go. It's 4 days. That was on day 1. Oh, I was hoping that this would be like X amount of time left. That kind of sucks that it doesn't do that. Especially given everything else that they do for you. I'm surprised that's not available. Is this where he came in? Yeah, like literally you couldn't do anything else without losing all your time. All right, now let's use these collected ingredients to perform a synthesis. So it uses alchemy to meld ingredients and create new items. We're going to stand in front of the cauldron to start one. Oh, after explorations, you'll get XP proportional to the trip's length and raise the friendship with any allies who went with you. I was like, we're going to raise the fjords. So Marie got 1 HP and 7 XP. Shay gained 1 and 1. And experience as well that way. Oh. So by having them, she just reads them? Because I was wondering about that. So she read Alchemy 1. It outlines the fundamentals of synthesis. You learned about Kinoni rock, and you learned about star pieces. Star pieces? Is this 1,000-year door? Also learned about golden rock and mystica, and about antidotes and some sort of twig. I'm not going to even pretend. Gowake? Because the word ache is there, and it's alchemy. Gauche? I don't know. Ligan stones. We learned about basket. We learned about Mousetrap, the board game. Altina water. Polishing powder. Okay, we learned a lot. Jesus. Gained 114 knowledge from that. Jesus. Nope. Stop hitting the wrong button, Brian. Okay. So we need to do this. So this part doesn't take a day, apparently. This is the thing I thought would take a day. To synthesize an item, you will need to acquire its recipe. Acquired recipes will be appearing in the top left part of the screen. Recipes come in 4 different elements. Okay. Is the moon an element? So that cabbage shape, I'm guessing, is wind instead. The ingredients needed for synthesis are shown in the bottom left. The number on the right shows the amount needed. Press X to check the recipe details of the currently selected recipe. Okay. The recipe details are shown in the bottom left. This is the recommended level. Marie's current level is displayed on the left, and the recommended level is on the right. If her level is lower than recommended, the synthesis success rate will decrease. Well, that sucks. The MP cost and days. I'm wrong. So we have no way of turning this in on time. The very first thing they gave us is like, you can't turn this in on time. The MP cost and days required to synthesize one item can be checked here. Now we're going to try synthesizing a craft. Okay. Is that what this thing is called? Is craft? I guess so. Next, select the number of items you wish to synthesize. The ingredients required and days taken will depend on the number of items synthesized. We're going to try synthesizing 3 crafts this time. Whoop, wrong button. Yeah, that's what I tried doing, but because this box was up, I couldn't. Okay, so there's the number there. So I see it's going to take 4 days. We have no utensils, but it looks like a utensil could have been used here, that spoon. And I'm wondering if the spoon has an impact on the MP cost, time, and success rates, or any combination thereof. Success rate is 70%, and that's at us being half the level, so okay. It just looks like some green tea. Sparkle, sparkle, lens flare. Complete! We did it! And you receive XP after finishing a synthesis. MP is consumed and fatigue accumulates. Increased fatigue lowers the success rate of synthesis, so rest to recover. Okay. Phew, I finally did it. This looks pretty good to me, but Professor Ingrid might want more. I'll just have to do even better. I'll deal with it later. For now, I should turn in my quest at Sky Tavern. Yeah, they mentioned this before and I didn't know how to do it. Equip items usable during battle via equipment in the main menu. Some items, like noose, can be used as ingredients or even equipped. Okay. You have to equip items via equipment in the main menu. Equip things like your craft or some spinach before leaving town. And spinach is HP and physical defense. If it's down here, does that mean it is equipped? See, that's my equipment and armor. So, yeah, okay. So I'm equipped with spinach. And I think there's telling me to equip the craft. Interesting that one of the buttons in the bottom says to copy equipment. Not sure I understand. Not sure why I keep hitting the D-pad when I don't mean to. So let's go to the tavern. Turn in our quest here. All right, here, your reward. Well, wait a second. I wanted to check something. Phew, finishing quests requires gathering and synthesis and even uses my precious time, but I can't buy any books without money, so I'll just have to do my best. I might want to keep a record of what I did every day. Apparently we have a diary. Number of battles and gathering attempts and various other occurrences are recorded in objectives. That's weird because those don't feel like objectives. Completing oh, I see what they're saying. Attack this many things this many times, etc. Completing objectives increases the stats of Marie and her allies. If you're ever unsure what to do, try completing an objective. Okay. It's a little troublesome, but I can just think of it as a diary. Already mentioned it. So I swear that said I had 4 days. I visited here on day 2. It's currently day 9, but he gave me full whatever. I don't understand. There's more people in here too. Okay. Well, I think that's a good enough spot to stop for now. We've kind of gotten through the basic gist of how things work. I'm sure there's a few more tutorial things left to look at, but I think that was effective for an opening, introducing me to this whole series, of course. Apparently when I'm in the menu, everybody else moves around. Not sure I'm a fan of that, but then again, for this type of game, that's probably not a huge deal. So, with that, I guess I will see you guys on the next one, and we get started on what looks like another list. This still just may end up addition it instead of a Tropeacetic. We will see. See you guys then. Bye.
Let's Player needs food badly.